Alright, boys, it's August the 4th. It's 1:39 in the afternoon. You know, the eye candy when it comes to metal detectors is multi-frequency, right? Well, the old sharpshooter's going to go out on a limb here, and he's going to say this. You better not discount this single frequency, higher frequency ops on this machine, okay? It's going to run probably smoother in the iron than multi-frequency. It's going to see some things better than multi-frequency, or at all even, it'll see them. I'm not saying it will see everything the multi-frequency will see as far as target alerts. You could take this detector into any site that's had a lot of people roaming around in it over the years. Even running single frequency, you could sniff something out. Now remember, you know, this Equinox come out, okay? DS2 come out, and the Legend. Well, most people are out in sites running those machines in multi-frequency, aren't they? You see that gold ring there? That looks simple, don't it? Look at that. That thing could lay in a sight an inch, 2 inches on the ground with those nails like that. There's a lot of people could come across that with a metal detector. AT Pros, your machines that run 14, even 20 kilohertz. Here's 20 kilohertz. Look at there. There's 20 kilohertz. Silencer 1. Speed 2.5. 20 kilohertz. I just went right by that gold ring. What about over here? How about through here? That gold ring's still out there, ain't it? How about that? You see where I'm going with this, right? This multi-frequency, everybody's running it. Probably a lot of people anyway, a whole lot of people. There's 86.4 kilohertz. I'm even going to run the disc up on this machine. To 40. You hear that? You hear that? Boom, 44, 46 in the meter, and I've got a disc of 40. So all that little old BB bullshit out there, you're not going to hear it. Foil. All right. Fast program. 53 kilohertz band. Speed 3. So I can hear it there with that. I can hear it there with that. But that's that. What about that? What about that 9-inch fast multi-frequency call? You see what I'm talking about? So multi-frequency is the eye candy, but I'm telling you right now, based on what I'm seeing, don't discount the single frequency on this machine. Even in high iron sights. Now, this machine, there's situations where I can set this gold ring up right here. 63 kilohertz won't touch it. But that 111 will bust it. Okay? So that high frequency is not just for little BB sized targets. It can get you nickels. It can get you a gold ring like that somebody else walking beside you with a different model may not get. Even if you locate it, they can't hear it with their machine. Alright, I'm going to turn this camera off. Let's power this fast multi-frequency call up 9 inches and see what happens right there. Alright, fast program. Silencer 1, 40 max kilohertz band, sensitivity is 90. This is not a depth test. Audio response 4, I'll turn that to 5. You hear that gold ring down there, boys? How about over here? You don't hear that gold ring, do you? How about through here? Right through that little gap there, I can hear that gold ring. That's it. If I get over here, if I get right here, I can come in with that call right there from any angle on that setup and bust that gold ring. Alright. Now, other frequency bands on this machine lower are not going to help us there. There's Deus Mono, silencer 1. I'm going to dial the disc down. Since we're going to run the machine at 45 kilohertz, we're going to run the machine at a 7 disc. Speed 3. What do you hear? The machine is working. You hear that? I'm over that gold ring. What happened? Now I'm over here. Let's come through here where we heard it with the multi-frequency. Right through that little gap there. But that's just those 2 nails. There could be more iron there. So you see, people that have been running this call for a while, that could still be in a sight. And it just hadn't been swept from the right direction. Now, let's lower the frequency here on this machine. Check something here. There's 20.7 kilohertz. What about through this spot right here? How about that? That's shaky, ain't it? We know we're not going to get it there. And we know we're not going to get it here. We got it right here in 45.4. But 20.7, a no-go. So a 14, 13, 17 kilohertz running machine, that's probably a no-go, ain't it? You see what I'm talking about? So it ain't got to be a deep target to capitalize with that coil. A lot of your jewelry you find probably ain't that deep. Now, solo setting smaller stuff, yeah, the higher frequency will hit it. Alright? But as far as desirables like gold rings, that's a no-brainer setup right there with that HF2 coil, okay? That's going to conclude the video.